I get it. So we're doing Proverbs 30, and I will say the second verse really stood out to me. Well, really the first, like I am weary, oh God, I'm weary and worn out, oh God. How often do we do that? Like we're like, oh God, come on now, like, oh, and then we down ourselves, like I'm so freaking stupid. I have no common sense. I'm an idiot. Like, I mean, you could put in the words here, but it says, I am too stupid to be human. At least that's what mine says. And I lack common sense. And I thought, how often do we do that to ourselves? Where we literally put down the creation that God made inside of us. We're putting down God when we dishonor the things that we think are lacking, but yet He provided. He put into us all of the things. And yet we're like, man, I'm pretty stupid compared to Kathy. Like, I'm not organized. I'm not like whatever. Or man, look at Crystal. Like she's on top of it. There's no way I lack common sense and knowledge and stuff like that. She's just so much better. And I'm like, how often do we do that? Comparison is the number one thing. I was watching a Raising Cautious Daughters. It's a doctor that I follow. And comparison is the number one thing that women do every day, every single day. And it's why we're the most anorexic, the most body image, the most distraught and depressed is because one, we're seeking validation from social media and others instead of where Christ should be validating that for us.
And how much that is related to, or how much we do that in relation to our business and showing up online. And I know that's a huge thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Same. You need
Hmm.
to go listen to the sermon yesterday.
I do.
Did you watch the field one from 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay, wait for tomorrow's. I may wait for this
Okay.
one to come out.
Yeah.
Because this one is exactly what I've been praying and fasting for, and it's on succeeding. And he talks about how would God honor something if we only think that, well, God, I'm only halfway there. Like, why would you even supply more? We're not even happy with what he's already given us. So why in
Mhm.
the world would he honor more for us if we can't even honor what he's already given us? And I was like, anyway, and it was really powerful. It's on the life of David and really good. But
Mhm.
that one right there really stuck out to me. I'm like, how often do we do that where we just dishonor what God has put inside of us? We're like, Psh, I'm not good. And if you think of it, that only comes from comparing, only comes from comparing. Because how would you know that you lack knowledge or you're stupid or your business isn't growing or where it should be or whatever? It's all baseline comparison.
Yep.
What else stood out to y'all?
12, where it says, those who are pure in their own eyes and yet are not cleansed of their filth. Those whose eyes are ever so haughty, whose glances are so disdainful.
Mm.
Just, um, I think I don't know if I'm right or not, but I think I relate this to like, take the speck out of your own eye, or the log out of your
Mm-hmm.
eye, or,
Yeah,
yeah.
I could see that for sure. Like it's almost like, yeah, I mean, you can do this at your business or even just with a teammate or who knows what, of like looking so proudly of what you've accomplished and where you're at, that then you cast disdainful glares and rolling eyes and glances at somebody else because why aren't they putting in the work? Gosh, well, if they only did this stuff, then man, they would be where they're at right now. So If you have, that's it's just a proud moment in that if they look around proud and give old right rolling eyes and distasteful words, it, that's what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of nice. And I will say I fell sucker to that several times. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
gosh, if she would just show up, then yeah, she'd hit Ruby, or if she would da da da. And again, yesterday's message really spoke to me on that too, of like, how would God honor me if I can't even honor people around me as well?
Yeah.
And, I haven't done anything lately. I'm just saying, like, why would God, if I, even in my past, if I haven't repented of that or said anything, why in the world would He honor what He's wanting to give to me if I can't even let the distaste out of my mouth or in my mouth be true and stay true? I might have the thoughts, but I need to replace them and honor even the past that God has given me because the past has got me where I'm at today. And I should be honoring that.
Mm.
He talked about Saul. What did Saul do on a daily basis to David? He tried to murder him, kill him. He sought him out. He got him, he wooed him. He's like, "Yeah, play the harp." And then would go throw an arrow at him. Like he literally hated and despised David. But what did David do? Anybody? No wrong answer.
I want to say loved him.
Yeah.
Like,
David loved Saul. And could you imagine if you had somebody was so hateful to you, literally sought their day to kill you every single day, and David still saw the best in Saul and saw that, well, he was anointed. God anointed him to be king. God did this to him. So why would I detest and dishonor him and bring shame to him? Like that's not my place. He allowed God to have that place in him, not David. And I thought, wow, how often do we, when people have been hateful to us or things of that nature, we dishonor and say hateful things back about that person or about our situation or how bad it could be or it is. And it was a great reminder to me that, like, wow, even David, he didn't go low. He stayed high. He's like, God's going to be the provider in this, and I'm going to make sure that nobody has anything hateful to say about Saul. I mean, even the moment where he could have killed him in the cave and grabbed his robe instead to see, like Saul, I could have killed you. You literally are seeking me out to kill me. I could have done this to you, but I'm going to show you that God is more faithful than me trying to get back at you. And it's just a powerful reminder of our words have power. And if we can't honor the people that are even seeking out to harm us, why would God honor us? And that was the message yesterday. And it was just a great reminder of how we should be walking in our daily Christian life. Have y'all seen the Pursuit Church in Seattle and the shooting that happened there?
Yeah.
Okay, if you haven't, I would go do that. There was a shooting. A man lost his life, and nobody, no city official, nobody has even talked about it in the media there in Seattle, has posted about it, nothing. The officials aren't even trying to help. And they said 78% of homicides or murders or things of that nature go unsolved in that city. And so they're seeking out. And he said, um, our administration reached out to him. Like several churches reached out to him, and hundreds and thousands over all nations are praying over them. And he's like, it's crazy, even in your own city, that they aren't even doing anything about this. He said, but we do not cower to fear. And I loved how he honored the city he's in, even though they were despising having a Christian worship outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, the city despised it. And that's kind of what happened with this. He's like, we don't cower to evil. Evil should cower to us. And he's like, we're not running or hiding. And he was showing some of the comments that were happening, and people were saying, like, oh, you should leave it. You should go to a safer city. You should go to a safer place. He's like, why? Why would I cower? And um, it's just a great reminder of the world we live in and how we should be handling situations. So go, it's the Pursuit Church. He spoke at our church, phenomenal pastor, definitely anointed. And go check it out. It's great. His comeback to what happened.
All of that, and I was going to add verse 11 and 12 both made me think of our current generation of young adults and how they're really not honoring fathers and mothers, and there's different versions say different things, but basically generation that curses his father and doesn't bless their mother and that sort of thing. And then 12 adds to that. I think it goes together.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I shouldn't say they, a lot of people, all of us, do think we're right in our own eyes and not honoring God, pointing the finger for sure, like you said.
Oh yeah. Well, and the other thing of that really stood out to me, and I don't know if it did to y'all, I highlighted only these words where God is like, there's three things that are never satisfied. He's like, wait, no, no, wait, there's actually four. And then again, he's like, actually, there's three things that amaze me. No, 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 wait, there's actually four. And so if you go on 15, 18, 21, 29, he says those exact things. Like, there are actually three things that XYZ. No, wait, there's four. Wait, there's three things. No, wait, there's four. And what a kind of cherry on top. He's like, no, 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 it's actually more things that I detest or that I want you to do than just three. That stood out. I just thought it was funny. He just like it was almost like a reminder, like, oh wait, no, actually, there's one more thing. There's one more thing. Hang on. There's one more thing. And I just think of my brain in that way. Wait, there's one more thing. I forgot. Hang on. And so it just made me giggle because it was just a great reminder that he literally created us. So we are a lot like him. Oh wait, there's one more thing. So anyway. I know we didn't get to 31. It's phenomenal. I mean, it talks about alcohol and why people drink and then talks about the wife and noble wife and how rich, she is and precious as a ruby and when she speaks, her words are wise and she gives instructions with kindness and suffers nothing from laziness. And I don't know, but man, this laziness is sticking out to me this whole month with Proverbs. And then beauty, I love this part. Charm is deceptive and beauty does not last. I loved that because we age. Like, yeah, we might have been this, prettier version of ourselves, but it doesn't last. And so the one thing that lasts is God's word, our words as well to other people. And like it says, but a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. So, as much as we want to beautify ourselves and all of things, that doesn't last. But us loving Him and fearing Him and praising Him does. So, what great reward we have. We'll end on that because I know you girls have gold call. Go rock it out. It was awesome seeing you ladies. Way to end Proverbs.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. See you, ladies.